You're actually seeing right. Your WhatsApp messages are not going through. The mobile message service is down across the world. Wide Worx Arthur Goldstuck speaks to us now about this developing story. Arthur, good morning and thank you very much for your time. What exactly do we know at this point about WhatsApp being down? Because many of us were just seeing a single tick and we didn't know exactly what was happening.
You're lucky if you're seeing a single tick, because now people are seeing the hourglass that says nothing is happening at all. So that tells you that it's not just the communication between people, but also the app itself that is now creating a problem. We don't know anything because the owner of WhatsApp, which is Meta, which used to be Facebook, doesn't reveal what actually goes wrong. And the last time we had an outage like this was during 2021, when they had what they called a configuration error. Someone had made a mistake in how they link the WhatsApp server computers that host WhatsApp to the rest of the world. And the funny thing then is they had to break it into their own data center because everyone was working remotely. And no one had the key to the data center to find the problem. They physically had to fix it. And I think, in effect, they had to plug in a computer from one link to another link to get the WhatsApp feed going again. So right now, all we know is that it started just before 9 o'clock this morning. The first reports on this website Down Detector came through at about 3 minutes to 9, when they had about 130 reports. And then within 15 minutes, it was a few thousand reports. And then you know something's going wrong worldwide. Mm-hmm. By 9:30, it has gone up to 5,000 reports in 15 minutes. So that's people actively going to the site and reporting that it's down, which means that they're a small fraction of the actual user base. In South Africa, what we saw was on Twitter that it's the #1 trending topic for the last 40 minutes or so. And they've had more than 500,000 posts focused only on the WhatsApp outage in this time.
And it's an indication of how many people actually rely on WhatsApp, because we never knew how much we relied on it until this moment, because all of us, even here, if you are in studio, you need to be communicating with your producers. So it really just indicates how many people use WhatsApp across the world. But do we know which parts of the world are in fact affected?
We know that the whole world is infected. In fact, if you look at the Twitter feed on WhatsApp, you'll see that people are complaining about it worldwide in every language imaginable. There's some people who claim that it's not affecting them, like in the UK, but that's probably just a lag. Some probably just had an anomaly where they were able to get access. Chances are they don't have access anymore. So it looks like it's similar to what happened last year, where it's a worldwide outage, and there's probably a fault in the configuration of WhatsApp, how it links to the world.
Mm-hmm. So in such an instance, when would you say, just looking at the number of complaints that have already been logged, how long do you think it would take possibly to resolve this type of an issue?
I'd be surprised if it lasts more than a couple of hours. That's what happened last year. It lasted a few hours. And then, as I said, they physically had to break into their own data center. This time around, I'm sure they won't have that issue, but they still seem to have a major issue with getting it going. But I would be surprised if it's not working as of now. Even some people are saying that it's working already.
Yes. I'm also getting communication from our producers that it's in fact been restored. There seems to be a lag on my side, but it seems that it has been restored. Proper order has been.
So what people
restored.
will probably find now, the restoration will probably roll out on a staggered basis around the world. So gradually they'll start finding their feeds working again.